the crack of dawn. As the sun starts rising, awakening the day. He's out the door, no time to waste. He laces up his boots, puts on his hat. Grabbing his coffee, ready for a chat. Hard day's work, it's time to go live. Now it's gone by. 6:36 time, welcome to the 6:36 club. It's time for the dance song, warm up, rise and shine, it's morning time. All the beats ready to go all night. All the beats ready to go. On the bed is still asleep. Connor has his breakfast to eat. But our man is ready to go. It's time for the 6:36 show. The donkeys are making a sound. The goats are running all around. Now we are ready to start our day. Let's do it the Glasgow way. 6:36 club. It's time for the dance floor. Warm up, rise and shine. It's morning time. All the beats ready to go all night. Welcome to the 6:36 club. For the dance floor.
Welcome everybody to the 6:36 Club. Farmer Pete with you this Tuesday morning. Facebook is misbehaving. It's flipping in and out. I think we might need to do a new feature or add a new visitor experience to the repertoire and do a night shift with Kyle. How many? Get your guesses in. How many births? How many mums gave birth last night? Have a guess. Let me know in the comments, and I will tell you shortly. Look at all the birthing pens here. We had a busy day yesterday for opening day. So blessed that so many of you came to see us. It was busy. It wasn't manic. We had a few little teething problems to get ironed out. Mina on YouTube has hit the nail on the head. How come you all know? Why you? No, you don't all know. There's lots of guesses coming in. I shall tell you. It was one less than 7 and one more than 5. He had six births last night. 5 ewes and 1 goat. And thankfully, the goat is... what are you saying, baby? The pets have been fed, which is another blessing. I think it's maybe because they hear the theme tune or they hear me speaking. This is them, these 2 here. And thankfully, as Kyle said, she's quite keen on them, which is a blessing. Let me come round here just to explain to you. So, yeah, 6 overnight. That's quite a lot. We've kicked off in style. And I said to Kyle, by the way, if you don't know who Kyle is, he is doing the night lambing for us. We really must do a little bit of... We must bed up at night if we get a chance. Just a little sprinkle, because they're getting quite mucky overnight. That's Kyle there, heading off home. He's washed the bottles up. This is the 2. This is Farmer Ben's microphone. Small, isn't it? This is for when he does his lambing live during the day. I can hear a hum of it. He's going, this is the 2 strong boar goats. This is another one of the ones that bought in. Thankfully, she's interested in them. This is the mum here that had no clue. These 2 were born on Sunday, didn't you, darling? And this is them, 2 little girls. She, as I said yesterday, no interest in Sunday. We tube fed them Sunday afternoon. Jude fed them Sunday night. And then Kyle bottle fed them, used mum's milked it off. Kyle bottle fed them yesterday morning. And I said, oh great, she's still no interest in them. He says, no, but they're good at soaking a bottle. Went in yesterday afternoon, after lunchtime, to milk some milk off mum, so we could bottle feed them again. Seaside said, do you want a hand? I said, that would be nice. So he held her head because she was being a bit jumpy. And babies were being a wee bit active. I said, right, if you're holding her, let's just try and we'll put them on to the teat and see will they sook. Off they went. C held them by the head, held her so she couldn't wriggle. I put the two babies onto the udder and off they went, sooking mum. Next thing, C said, well, I'll let her go. I said, oh, you can try it. He let her go. She stood there like an angel. And then, as they were sooking, she turned round, as any wonderful mother goat would do, and looked at her proud babies sooking off her udder. It was a sight to behold. We cracked it. If nothing else, darling, went right yesterday. That went right, didn't it? So Ben and Connor were feeding her later on that day. Not that day, it was yesterday. It was yesterday, all right. And Connor did something, either he wanted to touch one of her babies or interfere with her. She bit him and then head-butted him. So the maternal instincts have kicked in, and have we got Scary Mary number 2? I certainly hope so. But yeah, six births overnight. These are the 2 here, and one of the wee ones in for a sook already. Look at that. That is a beautiful thing. And these, the birthing pens, considering these were all empty yesterday morning, are filling up quickly. Kyle has got these little. We're trying these clips. See these clips here rather than the rings. This is a new modern invention, and the gentleman that I think invented them has sent these to us to try. Clancy coming in to see us. So we're trying these. We're still using the rings as well. Kyle has these all clipped because he couldn't find the rings last night. So anything that's clipped is ready to go out to the field, and anything that's in here has just been born last night. All twins. So a very successful night and very busy night. Look at the size of those 2. And this is the most recent one here. You can see these are just still kind of, how would you describe them? Just out the bag, basically. Who is joining us this morning? And I did mention, I says, that doesn't bode well for all the visitors today. He says, no, because he says there's 1 or 2 still look like they're going to go this morning. They've had their cake, he's just fed them. And 1 or 2 of them, as soon as they had their cake, or even before that, they were off to lie down because they know there's something on the way. Opening day, I think we had 5 live births yesterday while we were open. Either 5 or 5 babies born, I'm not sure, but there's certainly live births taking place, which was amazing for opening day. I was going to say, look at that, look at the morning, misty and murky, just like a summer's morning. Welcome to April. I hope Kyle wasn't fooling me, as in April Fools and all that, you know. Yeah, let's get to dinner time, because that's when April Fool's Day finishes, isn't it? As my dad used to say, if anybody tried anything after noon on the 1st of April, he would say, April Fool's dead and gone, and you're the fool for carrying on. So, boom, boom. So there you are, but we're not at dinner time yet. So, welcome to April. Thank you to all our wonderful Dalsconis for staying with us through November, December, January, February, March, and here we are in April at 6:36 in the morning, still up here in the animal shed, and lots to show you and lots to share with you. Amy has sent us a super chat on YouTube. Thank you so much. For the new babies, thank you. Who else is on this morning? Just while I fumble about and try and get my devotions out my pocket. Kirsten says, April Fool is past. You're the fool at last. It's what we used to say. I haven't heard that one. Thank you, Kirsten. And we did mention yesterday, I said, by the skin of our teeth. We made it by the skin of our teeth. I wondered where that saying had came from. And lots of you on the subscriber group, our Dalscon subscriber group, have sent us in the answer. Apparently it's from Job in the Bible. He was terribly ill. I didn't read it completely, I must admit, but I have come through with only the skin of my teeth was the saying, so that's where that came from. Daniela says good morning. Good morning to Daniela says good morning, guys. Are you trying to get me to say guys when I'm trying not to? Patsy says good morning, Farmer Pete from Texas. Kathy Mack is on Facebook. Facebook comments are being a little bit sporadic, coming and going. Morning, Pete, and all Dalsconis from a cool Cheshire this morning, says Carolyn. Are we not blessed? Melanie Helford says, happy birthday, Sam. Sam, I haven't seen this comment, but if it's your birthday, have a wonderful day. And Vanette Smart says, good morning from cooler, not yet sunny Leicestershire. Well, not yet sunny here either, look. But we're in the weather forecast. The weather yesterday was beautiful for opening day. Very misty, very foggy. Look, trees are in bloom. It's a beautiful thing. Look at that. The heat's making everything bloom and come out. When we think back to this time last year, the wind was blowing and the rain was coming sideways, not just for us here and for all, well, yes, for us here and all our wonderful Dalsconis who came to see what was going on last year. The weather was awful right through April, basically. And bless you who came out and stood with us with your hoods and coats on. And this year, I mean, it's so far from what it was last year. It's unbelievable. And Michelle, frosty morning from Carmarthen in Wales. Frosty down there. No frost here, Michelle. Thanks for letting us know. Susan Murphy says it is 10:52. Check this out. 10:52 p.m. Monday night here in British Columbia. 10:52. It's not even 11 o'clock yet. Has your clocks changed? Because ours did at the weekend, as I told you yesterday. Keep an eye out, everybody. By the way, Twitch isn't working yet. Don't know what we've done to it. Fell out with it completely. But we are struggling to get it going. We can't even access it ourselves at the minute. Duke Kaboom's in yesterday. I mentioned it to him. He says he pled the fifth. He says, I know nothing. So we didn't get anywhere there. So we're going to need to dig deeper. I thought Duke could maybe fix it. A lot of heavy looking bags in here. So lots more babies due imminently. Plus some of the ones that will still go out in the field. One of these babies is making an awful lot of noise. So if you are coming to see us over the next month, basically, we have got 40 plus sheep still out in the field that were due to give birth later. They've still to come in with all these to give birth here. Mind you, if they keep popping out 6 at a time at night, that's why we'll maybe need to put on lambing with Kyle. Just thought of this one, all right? Just between us, all right? all these goats here have still to give birth. We've got all these to get out to the field, look after them, and all the pygmies. Pygmies are very relaxed. And did we not schedule these? If memory serves me well, were the pygmies not scheduled to kid just a little bit later? Not only a few days, but they look very happy. So am I correct? There's Haley right here. If I'm correct, everything in here got to have babies, which is that's going to keep us. Never mind anything else. That's going to keep us busy. I'm very excited for the first pygmy goats arriving very, very soon. They're looking rather rotunded, and we have got haggis over there. Which one's not in kid? If you can remind me. We've got haggis and we have got Hope. Haggis is the hairy one, but they both look hairy to me. One of them's not in kid and one is. Carol on YouTube says yes, pygmies should deliver a little later, but so it's just working away just nicely. Lambs are coming out not too big, which is great. Most of what you see here will be responsibility of the Texel. They're coming out of Texel. It's all the Texels that are kidding, by the way. Well, maybe not. That's a Texel. That's a Texel. That's a Texel. That's a Texel. These are mules here. So maybe I speak with forked tongue saying that. But all looks like Texel Tup's responsibility. Whiteheads. Yeah, they've been busy away. This morning, our devotions from Joshua 24, verse 15. Didn't know what to share with you this morning until last night, until I did my daily readings at bedtime, and this just came to me. And it's written a long time ago, but still relevant today if you can apply the words to today's modern temptations, or however you would like to describe it. Joshua 24 verse 15. But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your ancestors served beyond the Euphrates, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you are living. And here's the important part of this verse. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Amen. And thank you, Lord, for the blessing that you bestow upon us every morning, just for providing the daylight and the sun and the warmth and all the blessings that come down from above. And may the Lord bless the reading to his word this morning. Margaret, now this is what I wanted, Margaret Barton, this is what I wanted to address. I've seen a few comments yesterday. I want everybody to be kind and not, hang on a wee second, Facebook's flipping on. Yes, I had to address this. All right, Margaret Barton says, why do only supporters get to see the live births? Margaret, this is not true. This is not true. We have our supporters group and our members group. Supporters on Facebook, members on YouTube. We do exclusive supporters and members broadcasts every day around about lunchtime. And we're on the main page for everybody to see free of charge on the afternoon. So it's not only supporters get to see live births. Everybody gets to see them. It just so happens it may coincide with what's happening at that time. So there's nothing exclusive, although we do have exclusive footage. So hope that addresses your question. Linda says, is the crying baby in pain? Crying for 24 hours. Linda, it's not the same baby that's crying. I can assure you. The ones that were crying yesterday were the two little goats that I just showed you earlier on. Maybe you weren't with us. They were born in sun, and they are quite happily sleeping away. Babies will make a lot of noise, some of them, once they're born, until they get settled. That's the ones that were crying yesterday, over there. As I come up to the pets and they hear me, they start crying. They're all nice and relaxed looking. Stop it. It's chewing them. Look. That's it there, standing looking at us. Only crying because it sees me. Old lady in the shoe over there with her too. Still enjoying a bottle. Happy to feed off mum, and very happy to take a bottle as well. Oh, better not keep this too long, because what time? Oh, 7 o'clock already. Gee whiz, Charlie Brown. Will we take a quick walk around here? I've got the bedding machine on, the handler. Welcome to 636 Club, everybody. Thank you for joining me, so many of you. Kim says, how's Bendy Wendy doing? Bendy Wendy is the star of the show at the minute. Everybody who was here yesterday wanted to see Bendy Wendy, the little rascal. And Fiona's out and about as well. Fiona, I need to introduce Fiona to Bendy Wendy. She's kind of thinking Bendy's stealing her thunder. There's your sunrise. Look at that. Look at that. With Fiona in the horizon here. Here she comes. Fiona, Blackjack, and Lewis, John Pavolta Harris, who were down in the paddocks yesterday. Facebook, better not. I was going to put these onto YouTube. We're on to 4G now. Sorry, Facebook. We should stop buffering now. Yes. How are you getting on? They were down the paddock yesterday. I said I'd better bring them up. So I went down, and it just followed me up like 3 puppy dogs. This is the 3 musketeers now, I think. Very besties, and happy to see everybody. They had free roam up round the sheds yesterday, and man, they were taking advantage of their of all the visitors that were here yesterday. Barbara Gill Boucher says 2 minutes after 2 a.m. here and dark, lots of rain in New York. Good morning, Barbara. Lewis, yes, Lewis is huge. Yes, he's a big boy now, isn't he? He's left home. Mum went across the road to live with the other mums. If we didn't take, he was quite happy with mum. Mum's quite happy with him. If we didn't take her off him, she's not going to have any time to recover. She was working very hard producing milk, still, to keep him. And he doesn't really need milk now, does he? Let's face it. But the longer he stays on her, the more difficult it is for mum to gain condition. So he's quite happy. He's got his surrogate mother here, Miss Fiona. That is a beautiful thing. Look, for a Tuesday morning. And again, I feel indebted to all the 636 Club members for sticking with us right through the winter. In the dark mornings, the cold, wet. Thank you so much for your support, and we're full of thanks. Our hearts are full. Thank you. Now, somebody that's not ready to leave home is you have got him. You have got a major milk nose this morning. Good morning, Miss Sorsha. I hope I said that right. If you're just joining us and didn't catch any of the streams yesterday, you're going to be thinking, sorry, you're back, Facebook, buffering in and out. I was just saying, if you've just joined us, didn't catch our streams yesterday, you're going to be thinking, what the earth? That's a funny looking sheep. This is the new addition to the Dulscone family. And she's came all the way down from Perthshire to join us, to live here, with her little bitty baby calf, who's a little girl, and is hiding behind Mum right now. And Mum's no intention of moving for us, and she's beautiful. Again, a very beautiful thing. Nice, listen. Can anybody hear anything? Because I can't hear a thing. Not a cry. A little bit of traffic in the background, but can't hear Fancy Nancy Clancy. Nothing. It's silent. Beautiful. Julie loves beautiful Highland cow. She's lovely, isn't it? I think her name's Sorka. It's a really difficult one. She's already been named. Kind of difficult for me to wrap my Irish tongue around, but there's baby there. So we are looking for suggestions for baby names. What does she look like? Apart from a cuddly teddy bear. So I think, oh, excuse me. How very rude, Sorga. You could have, waited a minute. We've been after a Highland cow, or especially a calf, for such a long time now. And shout out to Christoph, or Christoph's dad, Christoph's mum and dad. That's where she came from. She was born just a couple of months ago, and they decided they were looking for another home for her, and we said, thank you very much. She can come here with pleasure. So finally, we've got our Highland cow. She can't stay in here. She can't stay in here, all right? This is where my milk machine for the pets is going to be going, or was proposed to be going, because we got our plug installed up there. We've got water outside, all set up. Now we've got Highland cow in here. It was proposed the milk machine would go in here for all the extra babies that we were going to have. Thankfully, everything's been twinned so far, and there's been no need for the milk machine. But we really need to get it, get organised with it. Us organised? Never. Never going to be a thing. Thank you so much. I will let you go. I will need to go. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, 6:36 Club. We will be back tomorrow, because remember, we're on every morning for the next fortnight, probably through to Easter. But that's more than a fortnight away, isn't it? But anyway, back tomorrow morning, God willing, to keep you updated with births overnight. Remember, stay tuned for what's on. And again, the live births that we film are not just for subscribers, all right? If there's something happening for the whole, for the main page, we will be on. So hope that puts your fears to rest. From this beautiful lady, Sorka. And remember, she's hiding the calf again. What does she look like? It's a baby girl, the calf. Baby girl. Get your suggestions in for names, and we'll get her name. Don't make it anything difficult that I can't pronounce, all right? Something simple, like, for some reason I was going to say Thomas there, but you can't say Thomas, all right? That's simple to say. Yeah, but you know what I mean, all right? Thomasina. Don't know, maybe. Anyway, from Farmer Pete, Trish's Toys, and the whole team. Remember, we open today. Open again. Second day of the season. 9:15 for breakfast. Bacon, egg, tatty scone roll. I had a roll yesterday at 10 o'clock. Okay? And I can honestly say, I have to come see Wonky as well, because she's come to see you. I can honestly say Wonky, they put it back in the oven and crisped the roll up. It was probably the nicest roll I've ever had. Self-praise is no honour, but it was a beautiful thing. All right, so you have to try one. Try one of Trish's scones. And strawberry tarts are back in order as well in the Dalscone Diner. You know you're going to want one, and you have to have one. So the weather's going to be amazing. If you're coming to see us, say hello. You'll probably see a live birth. You'll see Wonky here. We're starting to niggle. There's a few little annoying things that crept up yesterday. The I's just need dotted and T's need crossed, but we're getting them figured out. The The outside toilets yesterday, the hand washes stopped working in them because one of the mixer valves was blocked. Shout out to Gareth, our plumber. He came last night, got that sorted. So that's done and dusted. It's all, we're getting there. Thank you for joining me. See you all tomorrow from the 636 Club. Ta-da!